What's up, guys? Jason here for another statue review. I'm trying something a little bit different this time. I'm trying, as you can see, a selfie stick, just because, every time I'm doing these things on my own, generally speaking, unless my fiance is there to help me out. So, usually I'm kind of like at arm's length trying to hold the camera, and you guys have to see all the pores on my nose and all that shit. It's not good for anybody. So I'm trying to selfie stick just at least for these intros. So, without further ado, statue I'm reviewing today, as you can see, is the Prime1 General Zod from the Superman universe. He's one of Superman's biggest foes. And, generally speaking, for villains, I collect Batman villains, more or less, in the DC line. But I just love General Zod. I love, first of all, spoiler alert, but I love what Prime1 did here with this statue. It just looks so imposing. But I also just like General Zod as a hero. I'm a big sucker for kind of relatable heroes, and I just kind of feel like Zod is one of those relatable heroes. It's like, what would you do if you had the chance of bringing back your civilization, your planet, your people that had all been wiped out, and all you had to do it was destroy, like an anthill or something, which is basically the equivalent of what Kryptonians are, or what we are to Kryptonians. You know what I mean? So would you do it? Would you not? Maybe not. But I'm just saying, like, there's more to his character than just sort of this one-dimensional, I want to conquer the world villain. So I do like that about him. And like I said, when I saw the statue go up for pre-order on Prime1, I was like, man, this is one that I have to have. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to flip this camera around and let's take a look at him. I wonder how this is going to work out with this thing. Well, that was less painful than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Here he is. Prime1 Studios General Zod. And he is a thing of beauty. I've been having some mixed emotions when it comes to my Prime1 statues lately. I've had some statues come in that were disappointing, to say the least, whether or not it was QC issues or just general lack of fit and finish. But it's things like this that restore my faith in this company. This is where Prime1 shines. They shine in these 1/3 freaking massive, beautifully sculpted statues, especially in their Prime1. Especially in their DC lineup. It's just, as I've said 100 times, it's really hard to understand the impact that these statues have in person until you see them. They're just so big, so detailed, just so they command so much presence that there's no other way to describe it. You have to see it in person. So anyways, let's get into the review here. I'll start at the top and work my way down because like most Prime1 statues, the base is the least interesting part about it. So first off, this is the exclusive. For me, this was an exclusive or bust. I needed to have this portrait. Look at the expression in that face. Just savage. The red eyes, he's ready to just unleash laser vision on anything and anyone in his way. I love the sort of little bits of gray in his hair. He's a veteran soldier. He's been doing this. That's what he does, and I think it's just encapsulated perfectly in this portrait. This is the secondary portrait here, which is also good. It's great as well. Listen, if you didn't get the EX, I don't think you're going to be disappointed in this. Look at the expression in those eyes. But for me, I had to have this one. So another thing, I don't generally like mixed media, and I don't think this cape is going to be the thing that changes my mind. That said, I do think that it works for the statue. Am I gonna use it when I display them? Haven't decided yet. but it certainly works. Like, you can get it into some pretty cool poses. That is the nice thing about mixed media, is you can kind of make it your own. You can get it into whatever pose you like to kind of give it a different look. I just think that it takes away from the statue-ness of it. To me, statues are something timeless, I guess. Is that the right term? It's just, it's a statue is a statue. It's sculpted, and adding little bits like this that certainly degrade quicker and kind of like are imperfect is the best way I can describe it. Like, you can mold it and get it to a nice pose that you love, but it's just not sculpted. It's not permanent, and I don't like that. That bugs me. So if you want to, you can take this off. Gotta be very careful here. This is interesting. This, you actually need to take the shoulder piece off to take this off. So you go like this. There we go, because that goes through there. And then let's just take this right off for now. You've seen the cape, you know what it looks like on. Let's get this back on. There we go. And let's put his badass portrait back on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, there's parts of this I like even more. I love the detailing of the blue, of the red sort of padding under his massive shoulder guard here. This is much larger than this one, and I think it's kind of cool to have that extra detailing. You don't really see that when he's got the cape on. So let's and actually something else we might as well take a look at now. When he doesn't have the cape on, look at the detailing in his back. Yeah, that's awesome. Man, that looks good. The texturing in here, kind of, it really looks like some sort of like futuristic battle armor that almost like looks a bit like organic metal. I love that. Look at the detail in here. Prime1 does metal. Prime1 does metal and skin and hair really, really well. And this is like all metal, hair, and skin. So this is where they shine. Look at that. Like, this looks like weathered, beaten up metal. And for maybe it's just because I know the character, but to me it almost looks like a futuristic type of metal. Maybe it's just because of things like this. Like, look at that. The little linkages in the arm where it probably automatically tightens to fit the form of whoever's wearing it. Look at that. And the obliques and abs behind here, I guess. But you know, the detailing of this is awesome. The sort of scratch marks across the Zod logo here, or crest, family crest, I guess is what it is. Just everything, all the details. Sorry, buddy, but Hush Superman's got a bigger package. That's probably why he's pissed off. Probably why he wants to kill him. Okay, so look at this along here. Just trying to get down a little bit. Again, that sort of mesh, like futuristic mesh. So cool. The sculpt is awesome. I love his like just V shape. That super thin waist with a massive lats. Yeah, his outfit looks phenomenal. Getting into the legs. He's got the knee pads. And then the layered metal again, which again looks like it sort of contracts and expands based on who's wearing it, which I think is really, really cool. And even the shoes are good. Everything about this statue from the feet up is breathtaking. He has two switch outs. Sorry, one switch out for the arm. So let's pull this one off. Should I take the shoulder off first? No, it's fine. Okay. And he can also have that look, which is also cool. You know, honestly, they're both good. I'll probably I'll probably display him with the other one. I kind of like that. I don't even know what you would call that look. The Swamp Thing had that similar look as well, where it's just kind of like, I'm about to conquer the world. But this is also a good look. A little bit more of like an action-ready pose, like bring it on. Kind of looks like a down block in Shotokan Karate. Maybe I just think that because I did Shotokan Karate for a number of years, but it has that sort of like that look. Anyways. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, looking at it, I think I will probably display him without his cape when I finally do. So now let's get into the base. I like the concept of this base a lot. You know, he's standing on a busted up statue of Superman, which obviously is extremely symbolic. That's a cool look like that. Defeated Superman. The sculpt is nice. Let's look at Superman's face. The sculpt is nice, and again, the concept is really cool. And from here, it is great. You don't want to focus on the base. You want to focus on this. This is the whole point of this statue is him. So I get it. Keep the base nice and simple in terms of colors. But the problem is just like almost every other Prime 1 base, when you get into the details, not that great. They always do this. Whenever they have concrete, they always just do this sort of tan colored wash, I guess, to make it look like it's a little bit dirty, but it does, I guess, from far away, but when you look up close, it just doesn't look awesome. But this is the same with all Prime 1 bases, and to be honest, to be fair, not just Prime 1, a lot of groups do this, just this sort of a tan brown wash over top of the concrete, just to give it that weathered look. But you can tell that they have not put the amount of care into this that they have into that. I mean, it's very evident. But again, that whether or not that's going to bug you just depends how much you care about the details of the base. Again, there's an argument for intentionally making the base less interesting to make sure that your eyes drawn to the right thing. So, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's effective in doing what it's trying to do, I suppose, which is just kind of looking like an uninteresting concrete or stone base. This part here could have been done a little bit better, maybe. I just don't think it looks as much like doesn't look like stone or concrete sculpture that it's supposed to. There's just something. Again, same scenario. From back here, yeah, perfect. With the right lighting, awesome. But up close, if you actually look at it, and you know, you can take this head off. Oh, careful. Oh, it's fine. Okay, good. And you can put this little thing on, which just sort of slips in there, and then it's supposed to look like his head is fallen off. You take this head and you just sort of rest it like this. There, it just sort of sits there. Okay, and now you've got the busted off head. But this, I don't know. For one thing, it doesn't go in all the way. Am I doing something wrong here? No, that's how it's supposed to be. And second of all, I just don't like that as much. It doesn't look like this was broken off to me. I don't know. I prefer the other. Although it's kind of cool to be able to see Superman's face here. But I think I prefer the other. Anyways. The sub base down here is cool though. It's more, again, that it kind of mirrors the armor, where it has these sort of interlocking metal pieces. It has the Zod family crest here. Really nice paint. Little variations from red to deeper reds, I think look really good and mirror this pop. I should mention that just his colors are impressive in general. The deep gunmetal color of his armor with the pop of red, the pops of red here, and then the gold. Just a really pleasing color combination to the eyes. So I think we've seen the front, the back. That's it, guys. This type of statue restores my faith in Prime 1. This is the best of Prime 1. You know what I mean? Like, this is Prime 1 at its best, and this is beautiful. He's going to pair really well with my Hush Superman, and I'm extremely happy to have him in the collection. I wish that Prime 1 could knock it out of the park like this with all their statues. I've yet to be disappointed with the 1/3 scale statue from Prime 1, to be honest. And this is no exception. Look at that pose. Awesome. But other than that, though, like I said, I've had some misses with their 1/4 scale statues and other lines. So all in all, really happy with this one, and glad he's in the collection. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks again for watching. I'm not going to use the selfie stick again here, so you guys are going to have to get a close-up of my face. Anyways, is what it is. Have a good one, and until next time, later.